Hey guys, Amy here with your July swag. Really excited about a new product that's in here for you this month. So let's get into what's in your swag. Our new glass gel, which is a super thick 3D clear gel. So we're going to use this to put over some of our pasties and give them that look that they're kind of an embellishment, like a 3D embellishment on top. So we're going to go over how to use this, exactly, cure time, all that good stuff. And then we've got our brush set, and we've got our 3D decals, which are cute little, maybe daisies, flowers. And we've got a bright super polish. I have heard from a few of you guys, and I realize there's some leakers out there. I appreciate you guys if it's clean upable. But yeah, we are seriously considering changing the bottle that our super polish is in. I think this will help a lot because it seems to be there are just either colors or certain viscosities that leak really bad. And I know it's such a sticky mess, so we're working on that for you. So I'm going to start just by swatching a few tips. And most of our colors can be fine with a one coat. There's enough pigment in there, but it's preference. If you prefer to put 2 coats on, go right ahead. And we're just going to get these in the light. Okay, so these are out of the light. They've got our nice bright pink on there. So we want to have the last thing on our nail, obviously, is going to be the glass gel. So we need to top coat and do all that before we put the glass gel on. And we want to put our decal on before we even top coat. So we're gonna go right from the gel polish. You're gonna wipe off any tacky layer. Your decals will adhere much better if there's no tacky layer on there. And then we're going to top coat over our decal and then put our glass gel on. So for these decals, I don't know why on earth they are so hard to peel off of this backing. Usually these decals are not that hard to peel off, but we're just going to kind of easily work it, especially these little ones. Let me zoom in a little bit there. These little guys, if you just go and pull this one petal and pull, you're going to end up ripping it. So I just kind of go around, pick off each petal, and then kind of pull it off. But if you guys have worked with these 5D decals before, you'll know that they are usually not this hard to come off of this backing. Again, I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just the one I'm working with and y'all's is fine, which I can only hope. But we're just gonna, like I said, just kind of slowly work it off, especially these ones with the petals, because the center is so thin. I don't want to rip any part of it. There we go. So we've got our first decal. And like I said, I wiped the tacky layer off of these. And we are just gonna place this right down. Place it where you want it and just press. So we're gonna do that with the rest of them. And again, I'm just gonna now take this little daisy and I'm just carefully peeling, because I know if I don't do this carefully, I'm going to end up ripping it. Okay, now we're gonna take one of the other styles. We'll do both of them. So we're gonna take one of these bigger ones. Okay, so once you've got those placed down, you're going to top coat these. I am choosing to use a matte top coat just because with the glass gel and it's going to be so shiny and pretty on top, I like a matte background. I feel like it's going to enhance it a little bit. But choice is yours. You could use matte or shiny. And because these decals are textured, you just want to make sure, kind of use that line of light to make sure you have encased the entire decal. That way you're not going to have any trouble with peeling or anything like that. Okay, so once those are out of the light, now we want to put our glass gel on top. And I found that the medium size brush is really the best one to work with. The long one is a little too floppy because this is a very thick product. And I find the small one is just a little bit too small, but it's preference, you guys. So we're gonna go right in and we're just going to kind of scoop up a nice dollop of the product. And I am going to keep this little string on it so that maybe we'll start with this one. We can kind of go into the center and just kind of roll it right on. And how, 3D you want this is totally up to you. You can do a couple coats if you want, and then just kind of pull it in so that you get that flower shape. And then we're gonna do this again, get a nice dollop of product. Start with that little tail that you get there, kind of lay that tail down, and then just kind of roll. And really, this glass gel is super versatile. You guys, you can use it with any, you could do some hand painting and then embellish the top of it. You can make your own stones with it. You could, mix some glitter or some pigments in it and, make something that looks like a crystal or an opal. And I just love it because it doesn't run at all and it gives a really nice, clear embellishment on top. So we can do this whole flower. You don't have to cure in between or anything like that. I'm just gonna turn. And then again, using that little tail, placing it right in the center. And then working out the petal. This is a 30-second cure. And like I said, if you want to do more, you can always just do a quick little 10-second flash cure and then you can build up again on top of it, as long as you're giving it that final 30-second cure. So now we're gonna do our second one, and I am gonna pick up a little bit more. I mean, maybe this would be a good time to try the smaller brush if you feel like you're picking up too much product. But I'm just gonna pick up a little bit less. I don't know if I said more or less, but I am picking up less. And because my tail is not real thin, I'm just gonna start at the edge, create a ball, and pull in. And we're gonna do this to all of these petals. I will cure each flower individually, like I'll do one flower, then cure, and then the next, just so they don't run into each other. This really won't self-level, which is nice. But if you end up touching it while it's wet, they may kind of run into each other. So I want to prevent that from happening. So I will cure each flower individually. So these little flowers, they can be a little trickier. So I did switch to the smaller brush. It's just a little bit skinnier. And once I got all the petals on, now I'm just kind of perfecting it, stretching it out a little bit. And you can see I'm using a super light touch because I don't want to move the product around too much and end up picking it up and removing it. So while those ones are finishing up curing, these are the ones we did for the swag card. So tons of different options. You know, you can fill the nail up or just do something around the cuticle area. Super cute, but not too much, and that's what I love about it. And like I mentioned, it's really versatile, you guys, so you can put it over your hand painting, create your own stones with it. There's a lot you can do with it, and I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. So we are going to be in Gatlinburg this weekend, and if any of you are at the Gatlinburg show, please stop by the booth and say hi. So these are our two. Yeah, I would love to see you guys. So make sure you pop by and say hi if you're there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy your swag this month. We'll see you next month.